Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It is hot. It is sweaty. I'm wearing a tank and there's no AC in my office. And the reason why what?
You have a black thing in your teeth.
Keeping it, I don't care. I was on a roll. We're gonna do a video that we've done sort of before where we have just a compilation of a bunch of clips that we took on our vacation and we're just gonna talk about it.
Yeah, we did this for our honeymoon in Fiji and New Zealand and you guys seem to love those videos. So for this, we kind of just filmed in Greece with our phones just to kind of keep it a little bit more casual and like spontaneous. So I'm excited.
All right, let's react to this.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the captain has now switched on the fasten seatbelt sign as we'll soon be landing into Santorini. Please now return to your seat and make sure that your seatbelt is securely fastened.
She was so tired.
What do you think?
Wow. So we finally get to the hotel after the airport and this is our view. We open our little villa. And our host was super nice, showing us around. And
so nice. They carried all of our bags because in Santorini, like at the peak of the city, you can't drive cars. So we had to walk up to our like hotel.
Wait, hold on. Wait, so you're saying this room, no one's coming down here at all?
No.
But us?
This little door
Yeah.
lock. I will give you the key.
So this is all ours?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea.
Pause it. Okay, so Marcus and I are very spontaneous trip takers. We don't really like to plan out too far in advance. So the night before, when we were in London, the night before we were supposed to get on the plane to Santorini, we were like, we should probably book our hotel now. And there honestly wasn't very many hotels left except for this super nice villa. And we just thought we were gonna get one villa for 3 nights. It was pretty pricey,
and
but
there were no reviews on it. That was the main thing. So we just didn't even know. There was a bunch of pictures of all of these rooms, but we didn't know which room we were getting. We were just like, oh, it's gonna be okay, so let's just roll the dice and take a risk.
Right. So then we get there and she's like, okay, these 3 villas are for you. And we were like, so confused.
And you can see our reaction in the video. We just get quiet and look at each other. And then after she's like, no, really, it's yours. And we're like, what the heck? I thought that we were gonna have one of these rooms and that maybe we'd share or something like this. Oh my gosh.
Ever.
Ever. We're your first guest ever.
Ever in this.
Look at this. Oh yes, dude, it's hot and ready for you. So the next day we rented a 4-wheeler because it's legal to drive 4-wheelers everywhere in Santorini, which is like my dream because I grew up driving 4-wheelers. Just chilling on the beach. All right, we've been cruising for the last probably 30-35 minutes. About to do this whole dang island, and we just saw the town that we're staying in way over there.
That's where we are. We're staying.
That town is where we're staying, right there.
Santorini's a pretty small island, so you can get from one side to the other in what, like 45 minutes? Yeah.
No problem. So we drove up to the top of the tallest mountain on Santorini, and there's a church at the very, very top, and Kristen met a friend, a little cat.
It loves me. Hello.
This cat. I've never seen a friendlier cat.
We're off to get our boat.
We're going boating for the whole day.
So this is basically day 2, and we rent this boat and we just go all over. Here's what I'll say about the Greek people. When shiz hits the fan, they're gonna help you and they're the nicest people. Like,
well, tell them what
the heck?
happened.
Guys, we ran out of gas straight up. And so I'm like, babe, we need to turn around and roll down this hill to get to a place where we can turn off properly and ask someone to get us to a gas station. We're rolling down the hill with our hazards and I'm kind of like standing on the side of the 4-wheeler, like kicking it, getting it down the hill.
Scary,
and a guy pulls up, he's like, is everything okay? And I don't even think we talked for like 30 seconds. He was like,
okay,
let's go
on.
to the gas station. He just like put me on his scooter and we went. I have to admit, it was very weird, like being on the back of a strange man's motorcycle just holding on. Like, I was like, I am one of those chicks with like her thong way up her butt crack, just like going like, yeah! It's a 2-lane road and he was going around cars and we were in the middle of the lane and cars were going poof, like in between us, and I was just like, yeah!
He went fast. I could tell he was just like, phew.
Yeah, he pieced out.
And then they came back and the guy was so nice and he was just like the most chill guy ever.
We put the gas in the 4-wheeler and we finally make it to the boat docks. The guy gives us our boat and we're off.
Here we go.
Thank you. Just pulled up beach style. All right, so we stopped at these like random caves right on the beach and no one is here. But anyways, there's our boat getting washed away. Hey T, try to spin the boat around. There you go, keep it up, you got it. She used to push at the back on the middle. Good job.
First dip of the day.
Dip?
Oh,
Like a
shoes.
dipper. Oh, the big dipper.
Is it Frieza?
That's cool, that's for sure. I have a surprise for you.
Okay. I have no idea what this is gonna be. I'm gonna guess. Okay, I think he's gonna bring me a rock. What the heck? What the heck, babe? An old lady's hat?
Oh, it's sandy still. But I got myself a hat for today. How's it look?
There just was a big gurgle in there.
Really?
Yeah, like gurgle.
Should we gurgle up in there?
Babe, we're not going in here. This is such a bad idea. I want to get out, please.
Look. That was neat. See, now when you watch the video afterwards, aren't you like, yeah, it wasn't that big of a deal and I freaked out?
I always see myself when I'm freaking out, when you're doing something adventurous, and I'm like, I am the grandma. But the thing is, like, if I was with my friends, I'd be the one that's like, go in the cave. But if it's with you, like, I'm scared.
So the only way to the hot spring was to swim past all this cold part first. And so I put Kristen on a huge, like, life preserve. And she's kept most of her body out of the water, so it's warm. Swim that way. Chris, you're okay. Oh God, wait.
Okay, so I was swimming really slowly because I couldn't use my arms because I was holding on the life raft. I was almost to the boat, and then I just hear, and I didn't get it on film. Right when it happens, you just hear me talking like, hey, so this is Kristen, and she's on the life raft right now, and then I just hear, and I look over. Guys, this boat, I'm not joking. It was like a cruise ship.
It was doing like 10 to 15 knots. Like, it was not going slow at all. It was like going fast.
Straight
very
into me.
fast, right next to Kristen. So Kristen is like right in their lane, and they're not about to stop for some stinky swimmer. Just like there.
Oh, not just.
It was, guys, it was a giant boat. Hurry up, dude. That's kind of effed up, actually. This ship was gonna just run over Kristen. You're okay? Was that scary? Alright, you're good. Come on. What? Are you going? Watch out. No, don't go over it. Alright. She's going. The boat just pulled the rope up. Oh, man. She's hanging onto that for you. Come on, babe.
Okay, we just made it to a fresh fish restaurant. We got a Greek salad, some bread.
This was the best meal we had in Greece.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Bread.
And we got free donuts after.
Bread. Look at this. Oh my goodness. I've never seen anything like this. That's Marcus about to jump. Woo! Nice.
But
This is Marcus after today. Look how red he is. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Wait.
Toasted.
Roasted.
Next day we left to Mykonos, and
Here's me.
here it is.
Marcus, are you sad? We're heading to the port where we're gonna travel from Santorini to Mykonos.
Me and Kristin just boarded the ship, and it's an insane experience. Like, what the deuce? We're just in this huge cargo ship.
And so we took the boat, we got to our hotel, which we also booked the night before we left. And I had just booked a really cheap room in this hotel, and they randomly upgraded us to like the pool suite.
Yeah.
So that was very unexpected and nice of them.
Look at that view. She really did upgrade us, huh?
It didn't say it had a pool view or seaside view.
Yeah, she said she upgraded us.
We decided to rent this, a Jimny, I think he called it.
Yeah.
He always talks about this, so we got one.
The reason why I wanted to rent a Jimny is because it is the closest thing to a geo tracker that they make foreign.
Let's see how happy his face is.
Yes, yeah. Always wanted to drive one.
We were driving all on this dirt road, and then we got to this point. It says,
No NP.
no NP.
Please, no NP. Do not empty. There have just been two little funny language goofs that have stuck out to me on this trip. One was this guy looked at Kristin and she was eating like the center of a bread, and he goes, "It's the mouse." About Kristin eating. And the other one was the guy who dropped us off at the boat today. He said, "Have a safety trip." And I don't know why, like,
Wait,
usually those
He
things...
dropped us off on the boat?
Yeah, the guy who dropped us off at the boat. He said, "Have a safety trip." Remember that?
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just so funny. You can't
Can
even
you
make
get to
that up.
that house over there?
That
The
little
one
pink
with the
one?
red top?
Possibly. Sometimes when we watch ourselves after, we realize like we're an old married couple, and it freaks us out because we're like, this is how we actually talk. This tiny road.
Wait, stop.
What?
There's this really specific cactus. Oh, it's okay. You can keep going.
Guys, this is what I deal with.
It looks like a Buddhist hail succulent, but it's not.
So pass.
It's interesting though.
Pretty nice. It's not a trip until we find some goats.
Maybe they'll like this.
Hello, Ease.
You want something?
Oh, that one's milky. Look what me and Kristin found. So we drove the Jimny all the way down this crazy trail up there. And we were at this totally private beach. Isn't that crazy?
It's a proper cave.
What do you think's in there? Ooh. It's a little damp. Oh, shoes. Hello? It's kind of freaky. Caves are just freaky, dude. I'm out of here. A random Greek cave. The reason why we have footage of the Jimny going up was because Kristin was too scared to ride in the car. It's like baby food.
Don't call me a baby. The beach, it's our final day of vacation. And the water is beautiful and it's windy as flip. If you want beaches, then Mykonos is the island in Greece to go to. That's what everyone told us. But
Except you're gonna freeze your nips off.
yeah.
Because it's so
They
windy.
have 20-mile-per-hour winds like almost all the time,
Yeah.
they were telling us. And that day was no exception. It was so windy. Tonight is our last night of vacation in Marcus.
And Kristin got sand in the bed. Now it's time to get the freaking sand out the bed.
I didn't get any
Because
sand
I'm
in
a
the bed.
6-year-old in a sandbox.
I also didn't get sand in the bed because I was laying on top of the bed.
Hey, guess what? Kristin's naked. You just can't see.
You're not putting that in. And No.
Just did it. You're born with the magic editing fingers.
I was there's one last.
Nothing so good. I farted on you too. You'll smell it in a second. Watch. Do you smell it yet? I'm putting all this in because you were such a brat just then. Get off it.
I'm gonna noogie you.
Do you smell it now?
No.
She's lying. It smells so bad.
I don't. We're doing one last drive around Mykonos before we leave for the airport in like an hour. Okay, so there's this bakery here called Kutu Ovians. This is what it looks like. And this donut is the best thing we've ever eaten.
But I had a giant breakfast and I can't have any of that right now because I'll explode.
But like it just looks simple, but let me just show you. Look how fluffy it is in the middle.
Wait, I want some actually. Give me that piece. Give it, let go. Do you want to get hurt?
Okay, we're saying goodbye to our final place. Oh, Marcus is up there. Yeah, we're gonna miss it. We just got to the airport. Look at that cat.
Is it missing an arm?
If you are wanting to go to Greece, I would definitely recommend that you...
Santorini.
Yeah, Santorini.
Santorini!
But we love you guys. We will link our London vlog down below if you want to see that. That trip was right before this. Also, if you would... Okay, bye.
All right, 3, 2, 1, bye.
Wait,
See the abuse?
I'll help you vibrato. Ready, go.
Okay, bye.